Hello everyone, my name is Kayla Weissman, and today I will be talking about a next generation Sunshine State standard. This standard that I'm going to be covering is part of the Mathematics Florida benchmark for kindergartners. It more specifically talks about measurements and data, and the standard describes measurable attributes, and it's divided into two separate parts. I'm going to cover part one of the standard, and this part talks about measurable attributes of an object, and it also states that you need to describe multiple measurable attributes of a single object. Now you may be wondering, what is a measurable attribute of an object? Some examples include the length, the width, the height, and even the weight are all examples. So for my example, I'm going to use a cutout of a rectangle to show and describe measurable attributes. You don't have to use a cutout. You can use any object as long as it has measurable attributes. So for example, the length is the measurement from end to end. The length is the largest in dimension of the object. And here you have the width, which is the distance from side to side. Alrighty, now I'm going to talk about part two of the standard. This part of the standard wants you to directly compare two objects with a measurable attribute in common to see which object has more of something and less of something, and to describe the differences. Now you can do this with any object in the classroom, depending on what your object is. So if you have something bigger, you can use markers or pencils. Use the resources around your room. Because we're in kindergarten, we're not using rulers just yet. So my object, I have my rectangular cutout. I also have another one that I'm going to be comparing it with. Now my objects, again, found around the classroom, are these square tiles. These are perfect because you want them to touch. And they also fit perfectly on there because we're talking about whole numbers in kindergarten. We haven't gotten to the 1.5 centimeters yet. We're talking about whole numbers. So with these tiles, you can easily count them, which is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one has a width of 5, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, a width of 4. With that, you can tell 5 is greater than 4, so this one has the greater width. You can also take it a step further and also do the length of the object. Same thing, we're going to lay all the tiles out, make sure they are all touching all the way to the ends, and then count and compare. So this one has a width of 5 and a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one has a width of 1, 2, 3, 4 and a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can clearly see and count and compare that this rectangular is larger than this rectangle. So in conclusion, today I talked about the fundamental standard that is taught in kindergarten. The standard covers describing and comparing measurable attributes of an object. In part one, the standard asks you to describe several measurable attributes of a single object. Examples of those included describing features such as the length, the height, the width, and even the weight. Part two of the standard asks to directly compare objects with measurable attributes in common to see which object has more of or less of something. As you're covering the standard, it is important that you are building upon the vocabulary and asking students questions. If you're not building upon the language and describing measurable attributes, students may not fully grasp this concept. In kindergarten, our focus is laying the foundation for later learning. By asking questions of comparing and contrasting, you can better determine whether or not your class has mastered this concept or if they need further assistance. Thank you for taking the time to view my video. I hope that I helped you learn something and that you were able to benefit from watching it. Have a great day.